Grand rice and beautiful people. Okay. I can't talk too loud because we're stuck in traffic and I don't want to scream. Okay, so Trinidad and Tobago is proposing significant change to its gun laws. Trinidad and Tobago new Prime Minister Miss Beckers or Miss B. Beckers, she imposing gun rights to every civilian. So that means every citizens of Trinidad and Tobago have a right to have a gun in their possession once they pass the licensing board process, and once they is qualified to own a gun, they're gonna have a gun. And it's not to discriminate, it's for everybody. But that's what we're gonna talk about today. So we all established that Trinidad is trying to, impose new gun laws on their people. This new Prime Minister, come with that changes. And how I feel about that, I'm like, that been going on a long time. Because in America, they've been having, like, every individual have a right to have a gun, women and men, you know what I mean? It's been going on, and people been living around people who own their own firearm.
I think if America could do it, Trinidad and Tobago could do it too. So we just see.
Basically trying to say that is very small compared to Jamaica and have like the highest crime rate in the Caribbean. So I would say this will increase the crime rate. I think this wouldn't really do much good, but also it could have a positive part of it too. Walk around in a society knowing everybody own a gun, you're gonna move differently. You're not going to be so quick, you're not going to be so ignorant. And they will only use the gun or they'll only use the firearm only if their life is threatened. Like, they're going to use it like self-defense. So it could work good and it could work bad. It could go both ways. So let me go and ask a Trinidadian what he think about this. They're giving out firearm license to just normal people in the country, civilians in the country. You don't agree? Talk now.
What I'm saying is a general statement in the whole. Control is something you have to learn.
Right.
Because of tolerance, discipline and all these things come with actually having a gun. Because the slightest thing can trigger you off and you can just snap and use it.
Right.
You understand? Because you have it to use it. So it would be an excuse for people to shoot people.
To just kill people. Let's go kill the enemy.
Right.
Yeah. Kill the ex.
I know no long talk. Boom, back, bullet.
Yeah. You know?
You understand? I know no long talk. And that's how it will go. Because they say, been too long people calling and they were gun and they were this and all kind of thing. But how much of them could have really had the gun control to know?
Yeah, how much of them could really control themselves?
Right.
Because a hungry man is a madman,
You have a daughter, you have a son, and one of them take it up on the set. They hit your child, but you know him very well who you dealing with. These fellas are guns. So you know to yourself, even if you go to talk to them, they don't want to talk. So you going out there with your gun in your waist, preparing yourself in case.
Yes.
You might have the gun control to know while bad is going to talk.
Yeah.
But let me say it escalate.
Yeah.
And when it escalates now, you out on that gun and shoot them to prove a point.
Right,
It's happened with the police, it's happened with the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you believe that this gun does increase crime rate?
In a sense, it could.
Right. You think?
To me, it got more domestic violence.
Okay, so we feel it gonna affect our youths.
Well, most of all, youths and them have entitlement to get guns.
No, until they reach a certain age. But how you think it gonna affect them though?
More or less what I feel is it could get lead ways for more guns to come in the country, because remember, you're legal. You come like you gain people legislation to have guns to protect what? You see, it has so much things behind this by giving guns to
Alright, let me ask
citizens.
the next question. Alright, go ahead.
And you see, it's what citizens they're giving the gun. If it's business citizens, if it's home citizens.
No, but they've been giving businessmen gun. Businessmen want to operate in a business. You have a right to have a firearm.
Not everybody in Trinidad.
That's like a world law right now. Like,
yeah, but not everybody in Trinidad as businessmen have guns.
Okay.
We're talking about this legislation that coming.
But it's for
more
civilians, right? It's for everybody.
No, it's for more small business people.
It's not just business. It's every civilian they say.
But what they're saying that, but it wouldn't be about that. It could be more like for more small business.
She knew as a Trinidadian, and she start. She just kick off this right here. What do you think about that?
Well, what I could say from from this new Prime Minister, I know her personally, Ms. Beckles.
Yes.
And I know she go do a good job because she is a lawyer from a lawyer point of view.
Right.
She know what she doing.
Okay.
So if she pass her legislation, it's because she know what laws coming behind it. Because she of herself know the laws, the gun penalty, the crime penalty. She know plenty of things about laws because she is a lawyer.
Okay, and this is how the government want to control it, right? So they say banning military style weapons. So they're trying to say if you even own a gun, it had to be small AK. It can't be no sniper and them type of military weapons, right? So that's one way for them to control it, right? Creating a gun-free zone, right? And they say specific areas like Parliament Court, school, college, university, and places of worship would be designated as gun-free zone. So that means if you live in the UE or the UTech area, you cannot have a gun.
And this is
if you're living beside a church, you cannot own a gun.
Yeah, but
if you're living beside a school, you cannot. I said school already. Court, you can't hold a gun.
That don't make no sense because the people and them who live in close to churches
can't own a gun.
And who live in certain places is the people who have the cash.
But they can't own it.
But they can't own a gun. That ain't making no sense. It's better to say.
How they plan to control it, right, is Firearm Licensing Board. So a new board would be established to assist the police commissioner in granting permits, reducing the discretion currently held by the commissioner. So basically they're trying to say new laws and new boards and new people to grant our permits. So I don't think that they're going to make it easy for everyone to, so it's easily accessible. I feel like with this new board and all this shit, going to probably make it hard.
So it's the same thing. It barely change it really ever make, because not much people gonna be able to really have it or obtain it.
But I feel like Trinidad. I believe in Trinidad. I feel like Trinidad have it. They could do it. What you think? You agree?
Well,
you believe in your country. You believe in your people that you guys could be able to do this.
Gun gonna make it easier.
Gun not gonna solve no problem. It gonna only make shit worse. And I also heard you talk about domestic violence. It gonna increase domestic violence, and I really love that point, and I didn't talk too much about it. I thought before I was kind of grubbling when I was trying to make a point, but I really dig that point, G.
More or less, I more feel that legislation will be like, for instance, like sales.
Yeah, I don't know how they plan to go about this, and I don't know the good in it, because in every bad there's a good,
for
and
instance,
in every good there's a bad. So if they could find a way to balance it, then it probably could work.
I could get a little topic before we go, right? And to say it's like for some couple months back where they killed this fella, he went sentenced to deliver some goods.
And they rob him.
They shoot him and kill him, and the security wasn't plain clothes, he was an ex-police. He get shoot too, but he bust his gun, but he didn't die. So this is maybe the reason why they might not get salesmen gun to hold to
right, they're probably trying to control the crime.
Right, but they wouldn't be able to use it like just like that. Like you have a penalty behind it. To safeguard yourself, yes. Like if you had no your back against the wall. Yeah, alright.
Tell them to subscribe to me.
Subscribe.
And see you when I see you, darling. Bye.